Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well this Monday. And we've got another round of cuts, or more of an addendum to last night's announcement of cuts, because it was only four new ones on top of the ones we knew about yesterday. So we don't yet have the big push to prepare the roster for the regular season, but we're working towards it. And just like 20 minutes ago, we got word of another few. So this is Condota on Twitter. He gives the announcement. A lot of these guys were guys that I talked about yesterday: Canella, Ferguson, Flowers, Franklin, Marshall, Steele, and Talupapa. We knew about those, but we do have four new cuts as of about half an hour ago at this point. Archon Bush, the cornerback from Cincinnati, so former teammate of Kobe Bryant. So if he made the practice squad, it wouldn't shock me. But a little bit of an uphill battle. I didn't notice him that much in the preseason, so probably not. But Archon Bush, Griffin Hebert was also released. I think we all knew there was no room for him on the active roster. I'm personally hoping he gets to the practice squad because of his versatility as a tight end slash fullback, sort of. Like I know he can't really be a tight end, but he can kind of be a tight end, and he's very intriguing for a fullback. So I'm hoping he gets through and we decide to bring him back. I think that would be great. Tyjon Lindsey, who did play pretty well in the preseason, but there just wasn't really any opportunity for him to make this active roster. I think we all knew that. Jalen McKenzie, a backup tackle, who I project to make our practice squad because we don't have a lot of practice squattable offensive linemen. I think Jalen McKenzie is going to be one of them just because he's the best of what is available. And Liam Ryan, who is kind of a tackle slash guard. I think he was playing guard and a little bit of center for us, but he's listed here as a tackle. So those are the new cuts. So that's actually five. So if my math is right, we still need to release 25 more players. So there's still a lot of work to be done, a lot of roster clearing to be done. We are nowhere near concluded, but those are the new cuts. Archon Bush, Griffin Hebert, Tyjon Lindsey, Jalen McKenzie, and Liam Ryan. So no surprises yet, nothing shocking, nothing that I think is going to upset anybody, nothing that I think is going to disappoint anybody. So far, as expected, still some tough decisions to come. While we're here, one quick thing that was also announced earlier today. Rappaport originally tweeted this out. JSN not expected to start the season on IR. So he is not going to be forced out of the active roster for the first 4 weeks. So great news there. It was a long shot that he was going to go on IR to start the season. I didn't think there was any way he was expected to miss like a month. But there was a possibility. Some people were talking about this injury as being like a 8-week thing. But clearly, as of right now, we do not think that it's going to be the case. He might miss the first game. He might miss the first two games. But we feel good about his availability early in the season. So he will be back soon. And there is some stuff going around right now that the timeline was just 10 days. And he's on track to meet that timeline. And if that's the case, then he would be back well before the start of the regular season. But I don't know if I buy that one. That seems a little too optimistic to me, but we'll see. If he can play in week one, then he can play in week one. Again, if he can't, then I'm not trying to force anything. I'm not trying to push for something that is going to cause more damage. But if he can play, he can play. And it sounds like at least it's a possibility. All right, so that's the news. Great word on JSN. Sounds like he could be back for week one, and if not, he'll be back very soon after. And we have a new slew of cuts, slash waves, slash releases, whatever you want to call them. There was a little bit of confusion some people had yesterday, I think, in the difference between that nomenclature. But the important point is they're not on Seattle's roster anymore. All right, see you guys later. We'll probably get a bigger announcement later with more cuts, and go Hawks.